Good morning, Chris Childers, Operations Section Chief with California Interagency Incident Management Team 1, and also a local battalion chief with the County Fire Department. But today I'm talking to you as the Operations Section Chief of the Alisal Fire. So before I get into too much detail, let's take a look at the fire. Notice that the map has a whole lot of black line around it. The black line means we've secured the fire's edge to the point that we're very confident. In fact, 93% containment is what we're saying now. Only a few areas of red remain, and those areas are going to be addressed very specifically today, and we're keeping an eye on the rest of the fire. It's in control status and it's doing really well, so we're very confident. I want to talk briefly about how the fire behaved in different fuels. If we look at the main fire, most of this area has not burned since the 1955 refuse fuel fire. Very old fuels with a lot of dead component in it, and that burned really well. You notice the fire burned into the 17-year-old fuels of the Gaviota fire. It slowed down a bit, burned a little less continuously. And the fire burned very intensely in the fuels that hadn't burned since the 1955 refuse fuel fire, and burned much less intensely when it got into the 2016-year-old burned fuels of the Sherpa fire. So we were allowed to get firefighters in there and attack the fire and use aircraft to put fire out, penetrating the canopy of the fuels much easier than it was in the older, heavier fuels from the 55 fire. And again, that fuel change was very significant in our front country. You see how it stopped. The one-year-old fuels of the Sherpa fire stopped the 2017 Whittier fire right on the fire's edge. It did not burn at all, and we were able to stop the fire there. So that fuel age matters, and that's obviously going to have an effect on future fires. Thank you for your time, and we'll continue this tomorrow.